G'day, it's Fish, the Beach Bum Investor, with your cryptocurrency report discussion for the 21st of December 2017. Big happy birthday to my brother today. I'm just going to post up in Discord and let the crew know we're in for the conversation. I haven't been in the chat at all. Crypto Chronicus, Dennis Turk, Floyd, hey guys, I'm just going to post up and let the other crew know we're here. Whoa, lots of messages overnight. I haven't been on Discord. Had a little break. It's always good to step away from the computer for a little bit. Live now. It's been a super volatile 24 hours. One of the interesting bits of information coming out, it was in my summary that I released a few hours ago, was that Coinbase are actually under investigation for insider trading, or they're perhaps investigating themselves. But it's obvious the leaks come from either Gdax or Coinbase. I mean, it was too heavily rumored and then it happened. Could also have come from, one thing to consider is it also, the leak could have come from one of the core team from Bitcoin Cash. It's hard to tell. So who we've got in. Hey, Joe, Slice Keeper. Yeah, it's been crazy. I've been resetting orders like nuts. It's been good for the trading. Like, I've picked up a lot of good trades. So it has been good for trading, the volatility. I think Bitcoin's probably one of the better buys in the economy at the moment with the big retracements. Look, it was due. It was an almighty bull run to take it up to 20K. But, with this fork coming up, with two forks, I don't think really anyone's going to care about Bitcoin God. And even though B2X looks to be a fairly, if I can be blunt, a rushed and decision to get on the back of the popularity of the Bitcoin prefix with a small team, I still think people are going to, when they become aware they're going to get more free coins, they're going to go for it, with the success of Bitcoin Cash especially. Eric Meds, what's going on? Rocket, BB. XRP, big run up, did it? Oh, well, Gvant in Malaysia will be happy. My staff and one of my staff members in Malaysia asked me to buy him some XRP. Got 100 of them, so good on him. Let's have a look. Once again, you get hang on. You don't get credit for calling Verge Rocket. I got to give that to Ethercept. And if I'm being honest, it was like my first ever combined surf report and cryptocurrency report was about Verge, and that was in June. So I win. Civic next. Yeah, I think Civic's are like a necessary step for blockchain. It's a good use case, but I think they're a better. I think there's some really good ICOs and other coins coming into that space, but I think Civic will do well. First in market principle. June seems so long ago. Tell me about it. June seems $76 billion market cap ago. So it's been quite an incredible rise. Let's have a look at the market, XBC. Yeah, we know. We know Rocket. We know. Bitcoin Plus, if I'm not mistaken. Rocket's a big fan. Okay. Let's have a look at the market. Jay Zagar, what's up with McAfee? Is it true he ate poop and murdered people? What's up with our timeline? I can't comment. I hadn't heard that he had eaten poop and murdered people. That's an interesting comment. Bitcoin Plus 120. Nice, Rocket. What did you say? 10,000? 10,000 a coin? Tell you what, a lot of growth still to go. Well done, man. Good gains. Let's have a look at the rest of the market and see what else has been gaining. One that stuck out to me was the file coins, the file storage coins. I've been saying it for a little while, that it was an underutilized use case for the blockchain at this current stage, and two of the market leaders in that battle have done quite well, at least last time I checked, in Sia coin and storage. Just having a look now. Yeah, well, you were, Crypto Chronicus. Just because it happened doesn't mean you're not crazy, bro. Crypto Chronicus said, I called 20K for Bitcoin, obviously, by the end of 2017, and everybody says I was crazy. Well, to be honest, man, I called 5,500 as maximum by the end of the year, so I think you are crazy. But there's been some more development, at least with Bitcoin, to to start justifying the price increase with Lightning Network. You guys got to remember, Lightning Network comes on in 2 days, 3 days, depending on which part of well, it'll be 3 days from here. So it's on the 23rd, which if it's successful and it works really, really well in scaling Bitcoin, it could be due for a bull run coming into Christmas, I think. you got to take risks, Crypto Chronic. It's got to risk it to get the biscuit. Look at the amounts. Oh, I'm not sure which one I'm talking about, Rocket. BTC has 9 years, bro. Yeah, okay. I think we're talking about Asia. Yeah, we might have to. BB Junkie, it's probably a continuously evolving algorithm. It's not really an algorithm, considering it just uses your fingers and eyesight. Talking about the Fibonacci sequence. Fibonacci sequence is a basic thing I use to start buying back into parabolic growth. So just to give an example, I take back half what it's gained, and that's where I start buying, and then I scale down. So yeah, something's gained from $2 to $5, for example. That's a gain of $3. I take back $1.50 from the high, so I'd start buying back at $3.50. And oh, Lomo Coin, Lomo Star. I haven't heard of it. What was that? In February, the Chinese will have a red envelope holiday, $8 billion. Wow. Funfair from memory is that gaming? And I can't remember whether it's gaming as in video gaming or gambling. I can't remember. I can't really comment on either of them actually. Zaga, sorry. Ethermon I hadn't even heard of. Let me have a look at Ethermon. Can't see it here. Guess who works with Lomo Star? Answer PIVX. Oh, okay. Go back to the top and read. Oh, come on, Rocket, you're making me work. Google, we chat, red envelope. I really am not following that. Sorry, Rocket. Look at the amounts in February. No, I'm not following it. Guess who works with Lomo Star? Answer PIVX. Go back to the top and read. No, I still didn't get it. Hey, Roland. Roland Carl. Roland. I'm not sure we've spoken before. How are you, man? Go to darkness. What up, man? I'm not much. Watching the crypto economy. Doing quite well. Hey, let's have a look at the market. I'm going to pop over to Coin Market Cap and let's have a look at what's happening where. I'll screen share with you. Okay. Let's have a look. Do a quick update. Do the view all so we can see what's happening in the last hour as well. Sorry I'm a little bit late on today as well. I had breakfast with my brother. It's his birthday today. 2 years younger, 2.5 years younger, and looks a hell of a lot older. Okay, 625 billion market cap. Nice to see. Really, really strong. Look at the Bitcoin dominance. It's retraced, like it's diluted, is what I should say, quite a lot. 44.7%. Wasn't that long ago that it was over 60%. 51 billion trade volume, I beg your pardon, is quite solid. Bitcoin fairly steady in the last 24 hours, down 0.7%. Looks like it might have found a bottom at 15 grand with that flash dip, and hopefully that's found support for good. I think you will see a steady price increase now that this has had such a significant retracement. We've got the Lightning Network in 2 days and then 2 forks coming up. So I personally think we might have bottomed out on Bitcoin. I don't know. I thought it was fairly overbought. But Ethereum, 825, up 5%. Bitcoin Cash has been pretty solid. When I say pretty solid, it was pushing 4 grand this morning. It's only showing us 4.9% because most of that gains happened like at this time yesterday or just a little bit earlier, but that's pretty solid. 113% in a week, doubled your money. Ripple, oh, look at this. 88 cents. This is what the guys were talking about in the chat. 6.8% in just 1 hour alone. Crazy. Hey, Litecoin's struggling. a little bit, down 2.3%, one of the only red figures over the last 24 hours in the top 20. So I don't know, out of these, like out of your, let's say your blue chips that are on Coinbase, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, perhaps Litecoin's the best buying at the moment. And Litecoin or Bitcoin with the news perhaps going to drive price in the next few days and the next week or so. IOTA's been strong, back over $5. I picked a lot up at around the 350 mark, actually using the Fibonacci sequence. So that worked out well for me. Had good gains there, up 24.92% in the last 7 days. Cardano's been just one of the dominant forces in the last month really, but especially in the last week. 282% from an already high market cap coin, taking it to 13 billion. Dash has been incredible, up another 25%, $1,500. You got to think that as people find their way to PIVX, I'm going to tie that in. But obviously, this is $1.5 million to start earning any residual income now. You can do it with PIVX for $8. So I think that people are going to start finding their way into PIVX, and we'll move our way down to PIVX in a moment. Hey, Neo's been really strong. Two of the Chinese projects have been really strong in the last 24 hours, QTUM and Neo. And I talked about QTUM being a challenger for Neo, and that's certainly come to fruition with it actually overtaking the market cap of Neo, only slightly at the moment. That should be a good tussle, see what happens there. I think Neo's perhaps under-purchased compared to Ethereum now. So I've been doing a lot of Ethereum to Neo trading, and I'm just using that 10-to-1 ratio. So when Neo drops under the 10-to-1 ratio, I'll buy it. And when it goes over, I sell it back to Ethereum. And it seems to be working quite well for me. I'm just using that based off the Q-Link ICO arbitrage opportunity you had, where they actually gave you a 10-to-1 guarantee, Neo to Ethereum. So for those of you interested, the Q-Link public sale is coming up in 1 day, 22nd. Now that is in Hong Kong. So for those of you overseas in the States and Europe, you're probably looking at the night of the 21st. So please check your calendars for that one, because it is based in Hong Kong if you are interested. I think the public sale will sell out very, very quickly. There can't be much room left in the hard cap after the monumental gains Neo has had in the last 7 days, 58%. So I think that will be another sellout. Yeah, and if you're interested in Q-Link, we had a chat with Susan and Alan and Toya from the team, and that's on the video, so you can go check that out. Hey, can we talk about Verge? Oh my goodness, just won't stop. It's cracked 1,000%, 10 times your money in 7 days. Quite incredible. Combination of anonymity and a DAO platform, obviously, proving very, very popular. Lisk, $20. So glad I took those sell orders off. That's gone crazy. Crazy. DAO platforms seem to be really, really doing well. Hey, you know what I did? I picked up some waves. There's a competition on Binance at the moment, and they're actually they're paying out 10,000 waves, which is like 150 grand. And they're splitting it up between a few different winners, but it's not necessarily just the highest volume. It's the top, it's every 10 spots. So first, then 10th, then 20th, then 30th, and so on and so forth. So up to 500. So you don't necessarily have to go and do 10 BTC of volume to actually have a chance in that competition. And for those of you interested in entering that competition, I do have my referral link in the description. Okay, let's keep having a look. Steam's been ridiculous, $3.38. The platform was always undervalued for mine. Had a lot of dedicated members. It's a very positive space. $3.38 is brilliant. And Steam dollars also are up around $12, $14 last time I checked. Komodo, wow, pushing 8. I stocked up at 2. So I 4x'd on that and over doubled my money in the last 7 days. It's been a giant. Still waiting the announcement for the Monese ICO, the first decentralized ICO. That will be released on Komodo. You will be getting, again, an opportunity to get a greater share distribution by using Komodo over Bitcoin. So perhaps people have started buying up for that. Now, just remember that, because what's likely to happen then is the demand for Komodo will perhaps reduce slightly as people move that Komodo into the Monese ICO. That's a possibility. So the run-up could come up to that and then down. Okay, so let's keep moving. ARK's been awesome. Sia coin, one I've talked about being storage coin, and storage doing really well. Golem up 43% since yesterday. Aren't I glad I started accumulating this at 29 cents? I still might even pick up more because I think this can go to a much bigger valuation one day. It does have a competitor that I've just become aware of in Sonam, and I'm going to have a look at that to see how they stack up against each other. Wow, PIVX 874, pushing the $500 million coin market cap for PIVX. When I first started working at PIVX, it was $1.50. So everyone in the team's cheering at the moment. Bottom, big pickup from Joe around the 8 cents mark. He told us about this one. 47 cents has had brilliant growth recently. Was somewhat expected with announcements coming out in November and December. So it's retraced a little. I think it's probably leading the race in terms of lending platforms. And perhaps under that $10 mark, I think is actually one that could be seen as decent buying today. We'll see how we go. I picked it up at 5, guys, so please make your own decision. Hey, Walton Coin. Walton Coin's exploded, up 30%. We've been talking about it for a long, not that long, but we had the option to pick it up at $7 not long ago. Maybe 2 weeks. I'd have to check my videos. That's 2x in 2 weeks. It's probably, actually, there you go. It's 7 days. So it's 7 days. We've made 109%. Brilliant. Pay, we were saying buy at $2. Anywhere around that $2 mark is good. $3.69 now. 80% gains. 80% gains for anyone who took that advice and started stocking up when it was cheap. Hey, Vertcoin's one that's going under a little bit, under the radar a little bit, starting to kick back. Technology is as good as Litecoin, in my opinion. Community building. Recently had a halvening, so perhaps that took away some of the hashing power as it got less profitable to mine. Don't know, but I think long term, if this can, they're running a petition at the moment to get added to Coinbase. Could you imagine if they did? $8.44 would look like a joke. It'd be more like $80.44. I don't like. That's not a price prediction. I'm just saying if that happened and it was one of the early coins to get added on the back of this petition, that'd be interesting. Hey, Eternity's had really good times. This is one I picked up at ICO. First one I really saw doing. First one I saw, I was in the economy from 7 months ago, and this is one of the first ones ICOs I got into. I got into phase 2 ICO, and it was one of the first ones that really was looking to tackle the issue of scalability by using sidechain, sort of off-chain solutions is the best way I can describe it. Haven't looked at it in a while. It's one of the first ones I assessed, so please excuse the lay explanation there. Moving down, having a look at some others. Nav coins, again, it's just been strong up around the $3 mark. Grosso coins come out of nowhere again. It's another one referred to as similar as Vertcoin, perhaps even. The thing is for me, I haven't had a really good look at it, so I can't really comment on it myself. But Grosso coin has had a lot of fans. Substratum stuck back under that 60-cent mark. It's come back up again from lows yesterday of 53, 52 when I was spot checking it, and making its way back up. It did max out at 62 cents. Will that, will we break through that as Substratum continues to get noticed, pushing up in towards that top 100? Who knows? Sonam's bloody doubled in 7 days. I'm gonna have to have a look into that if it's got similar value proposition to Golem. Gdax has done extremely well. We have to keep going further down because a lot of these are really significant market caps now, even in the top 200. Rise is one we've been keeping an eye on. I think that's going to be good long-term buying, guys, at 70 cents, I've got to tell you. I really do. I got it at 24 cents, so I might even stock up more, though, so we'll see what happens. Okay, I'm going to come back to the chat. We've had a good look at the market. It all looks pretty healthy. I'd like to see... stop screen sharing. I'd like to see what everyone else is talking about. Woo! Joe, everything up today? Well, most things, man. Bitcoin God on Christmas. Percentage of minted coins goes to governance like PIVX. Yeah, I haven't really looked into Bitcoin God. It seems arrogant to call it Bitcoin God. Dave says he's dyslexic today, and he said we'll kill cold storage received. I'm sorry, guys. Segwit. What's your take on Segwit 2X, Dave? It looks rushed. It's a small team. Looks like a cash grab for mine. but you know, you'll get free coins. Hey, that's an interesting point I wanted to bring up. You know how there's this whole debate about what the real Bitcoin is? I'd say the one argument that heavily favors BTC is that every time a coin forks, they're forking from BTC, not Bitcoin Cash. They fork from BTC. So that's an interesting point of view. ICX up 7% in 24 hours. How did I skip over that so quickly? Let me go and check it out. Where are we sitting? I got it at $1.20 the day it hit market. It dipped off market as some of the people who'd been holding on to their shares for a long time sold off to collect, you know, 20 times their money. But I always thought that they would keep going. So I'm just trying to find ICX now. Please excuse me. Where is it? It's disappeared on me. Icon. I'll just search for it. That's easier. Sorry. Rookie. ICX, icon. $2.17. Yeah, nice. I think that $2 will act as support. I really do. I watched the futures markets on this for a long time. And there was enough volume going through the futures markets in this particular coin to actually give a decent indication. So yeah, I think between $2 and $3 for a while. Anybody get hacked and lose coins? Yeah, I looked at Walton coin. When Lambo, mate, I'm not a car person. I'm happy driving my pickup, my ute. I don't need a fancy car. So I won't be getting a Lambo, man. that won't be my purchase of choice with any money I make. It could just be overall volume. BB Junkie said something must be pumping hard. Bittrex is slowing to a crawl. It's $50 billion volumes through the economy. There is more. There is 2/3. Like when I started investing in the economy, it was 75 billion market cap, right? And there's 50 billion now going in volume in one day. So 2/3 of the previous market cap now going through in volume in a single day. So it's been rapid growth, and the exchanges have somewhat struggled to deal with that increased volume. Second layer solutions could allow for transactions to take place and be verified without the internet, like in a hurricane. Neighbors exchange on taps. Yeah, it's pretty cool. They've got some cool developments going on. Ripple and Verge, bad buy today. Adnan, I never like to buy into parabolic, man. I like to wait for the dips. Verge has had a monumental run. Monumental. From 0.5 cent not so long ago to 15 cents, guys. That's 30x in no time. So yeah, I like, it's really hard for me to say go out and buy it, but there's a lot of people who are still really bullish on it. Like Ethercept has always maintained it can be a dollar coin. And if you believe that, you've still got 6.5x to go from here. See me, I'd wait for a dip from here. I'm being honest, I've sold out of some, actually significant amounts with this big run up. So now I'm looking to buy back. I sold into Litecoin. I've been doing a lot of Litecoin trading and some into Bitcoin. So I didn't get any Ether trades on it because I hadn't started trading Ether to Verge yet. But the Litecoin and Bitcoin trading has done me very, very well. I've been up to trade within pretty big ranges. It's been quite volatile. I've lost like 2/3 of my stack now, but geez, I picked up some Litecoin and some Bitcoin along the way. So I was pretty happy. But man, yeah, that's it, Crypto Chronicus. Like, do you guys remember when IOTA went on that almighty bull run from like $1 to $5 and even above? And then it crashed down to like almost $3 flat. So it looked like it was never going to stop at one stage. It looked like IOTA was just going to keep going and take on Bitcoin. But it's natural for the market to pull back at some stage. And with Verge's 1,000% in 24 hours, 7 days, yeah, I'd be looking for the dip. Shaquille, how you going, man? Would you say BTC and LTC are in a good dip to buy? Yes. Out of the top coins at the moment, they would be the ones I'd be looking for today. Out of the top 10, let's say. BTC, LTC. That's where I'd be looking today. Primarily Bitcoin because of the, like, how often do you hear me say primarily Bitcoin? I never say that. And today I'm just saying, well, I think it's time. I think, you know, people are going to hear about the B2X fork being announced again, they're not going to educate themselves enough to even go and look at the team and realize that it's probably not going to be that big, and they'll just go and buy a stack of Bitcoin to get free coins, and Bitcoin got free coins, right? I think that'll happen. And I also think Lightning Network and all these things coming out, well, Lightning Network primarily being the primary one in the next 2 days, 3 days. If that works, surely Bitcoin's price goes up. I mean, if you can move it for even 50 cents or $1, because Lightning Network helps to increase the scalability and the speed, and then takes down the transaction costs, sorry, Bitcoin's back in the game. And you got to think that the price would increase off of something positive like that. What do I think of Monacoin? Roland Carl, I haven't had a super good look at it. I think that my understanding is it's kind of like a Chinese version of Litecoin, if that can be said. It's a clear ploy to take away from Doge's market. I am joking. No, look, I think if the technology, I haven't looked into it properly, but if the technology is as good as they're saying it is, in terms of it's at least good as Litecoin, it can be adopted. It can continue to go up. Me personally, I haven't got involved in it. I haven't really looked into it. It's one that didn't appeal to me straight off the bat. I'm kind of looking past just currencies now, because I've picked the currencies that I've wanted. I've picked, good currencies with anonymous features, proof of stake models primarily, good communities behind them. So for me now, I'm looking for use cases for blockchain, and that's why I'm into Gladius. That's why I'm into Qlink. That's why I'm into Substratum. That's why I'm into, a few things coming up. So that's kind of how I'm diversifying my portfolio now, instead of looking for things that are primarily being focused on the day-to-day transaction or the currency use. I'm focusing more on the use cases for blockchain, genomic data, DNA, encryption. That's another one I'm into. Looks due for a breakout. It could well be, Roland. I haven't looked too much into it, man. It's hard for me to give an opinion on a coin I haven't researched. It would be super uneducated. Google extracted about $7 US per user per year. Facebook, $16 US. Paper out today said BCH could reach $5 per human per year by 2020, 10 billion humans. Yeah, I don't see why not. I think there's still a lot of growth to come in the market. I think most people are now looking at the sort of 3 to 5 trillion mark as expected, probable rather than possible, where it was a possibility sort of 3-4 months ago. Now it's a probability that by the end of 2018 we will see the overall market cap in the multi-trillions. That's now probable. So see what happens. Mohammed, how you going, man? I still haven't looked into it. Go to Darkness, Hashgraph. It's getting a lot more talk though. A lot more talk. I've had 4 different people ask me about it now. So sorry, man. I'm gonna have to try and catch up. You guys know how hard it is. There's that many new coins coming out. There's that many developments with existing coins. It's crazy. What a news day for cryptos, Mohammed. It's been insane, man. I'm gonna check my accounts and see how we're trending. Ether Delta got hacked? Are you kidding? I hadn't heard that one, Mohammed. Thanks for dropping that one on me. This is why you try not to keep your coins on exchanges, guys. You've got to trade, I know, but once you're comfortable with the bag you're holding and you don't want to, you've made your extra coins, move into a wallet. I hadn't heard he had, Shaquille. Thanks again for the information. Where did you heard that, Shaquille? Shaquille's just said, oh, no, do you think? I thought you said, what do you think? Sorry, Shaquille said, do you think Charlie Lee dumping his LT? No, you're saying he did. Okay. Shaquille said, do you think Charlie Lee dumping his LTC coins is concerning? I don't understand. Where did you get that announcement? I haven't checked Twitter this morning. Did you come out and say something? That's weird. Yeah, you're right, Roland. I don't know that it has been the best feedback. You guys have asked me about a few that I don't know about today. I have to get my research going again. You guys are always welcome to join the Crypto Wave investment crew, though. It's a Discord link in the description, and we between the 200 members, there's going to be people who know about the coins you're asking about and can give you a really good opinion on it. No way, their DNS got hacked. What's a DNS? That's how bad I am with computers. No, that sucks though. Xiao posted on Discord, it's all good, he reckons. So probably phishing now for passwords. Coin's still on smart contracts. Yeah, that's a good point about Ether Delta. It is quite secure, right? Because it's all on chain, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, it'll just be a password thing, right? Just pulled your cob off Ether Delta. Ryan Brady, how are you going, mate? I'm going very well, thank you. Where do you conduct your research to find emerging coins before they pop? A couple of places. Primarily, the Crypto Wave Investment Crew. Honestly, these days, when I was doing it, running around by myself before Xiao formed the Crypto Wave Investment Crew, Johnny Crypto. Before that, I used to run around and talk to devs, talk to marketing teams, get into the Slack groups, the Telegram groups, the Discord groups, whatever they're running. I talked to them personally. I mean, that's how I got involved in encryption at ICO, DNA. I actually spoke personally several times with David Copesell, did some publicity work with him. Same sort of thing as PIVX. I actually just started like doing some videos, and then I went into the Slack group, and next thing you know, I was working there. So yeah, I get involved is the best way. Get involved. Make them tell you why you should give them your money. Don't be sitting here going, oh, please can I invest? Please can I invest? That's not how this should work, guys. You guys get that right. You get your money and you say, you tell me why you want it. And if they don't convince you, don't give it to them. So that's my advice. Get in there and get involved. Water cooler talk is good as well. I know it's funny, but this market is heavily social media driven. Like a lot of these coins have raised without any additional development work or announcements or anything like that. They're raising on the back of a lot of people liking them and people are buying them. So it's like, it is a continuous cycle, which is a little concerning because a lot of these coins have now gotten to the point where for their current stage of development, they're probably overvalued. But long term, I still think you're good, provided, especially the best teams in the economy keep going the way they have been and continuing to develop the technology. So how do we find them? A lot of hard work. We all collaborate as well. So we all take a coin and research it, and we can dismiss some straight away and go, guys, don't even bother with it. And then when someone finds a really good one, we'll all take a look at it. And at that point, I don't think there's ever been one coin where every single one in our crew gets involved. It's an open discussion group. And if you like the idea and you like the prospects and all that sort of thing, you get involved. And it just helps to collaborate research because it cuts down your workload when you've got 10,000 coins to keep track of. And me personally, I've got a portfolio of about 60. PB Junkie's saying, yeah, Charlie Lee did dump. I'm going to have to look into that. Does anyone know what that's about? Can anyone please tell me? I'm going to catch up to live chat. He didn't dump them and he donated them to the LTC Foundation. Well, there's a big difference. Roland said, I agree with you on value investing cryptos. I am very optimistic about Substrate and what they are doing. Man, they've hit their ground running. Like they raised a lot of capital, sure, at ICO, which is where we got in. 6 cents. Yeah, so they've made, they've gone ahead in leaps and bounds, opened up new offices. It looks like they're going really well. That transparency and visibility of work is sometimes as much as you can hope for in this economy. I made a little joke about, Confido ICO in my market wrap today. Substratum look to be moving ahead with it. What is an ambitious but achievable plan? And if they can take on the likes of GoDaddy, Amazon web hosting with more efficient, more effective, cheaper, better user experience through providing the actual page quick and that sort of thing, that's good for society. That's a win. And it cuts out the middleman, so it makes it cheaper for us all. Same sort of thing with Q-Link, doing the worldwide Wi-Fi network is a very ambitious goal, but they've come up with some very innovative ways to achieve that, including putting the Q-Link base station in cars. So you've got a worldwide moving mobile network. It's brilliant. What Gladius, DDoS attacks. There's the shared resources market, I think, is going to boom. The shared digital resources market in 2018, I think, could be a good one. See how we go. Is it your birthday today, Crypto Chronicus? It's my brother's birthday today, if that's what you're saying. Yeah, because he wants to be loyal, not like Bcash. Dane Muzz, don't call it Bcash. That's very rude and disrespectful to Roger Ver. I'm only joking. Call it whatever you want, man. How's that like decentralized, but you must call it this? Anyway. G'day, Dane. Good to see you. Maybe, yeah, that's a good point, Slice Keeper. Slice Keeper said maybe Charlie Lee just donated LTC to the LC Litecoin Foundation for tax purposes. Wouldn't be the first time someone's done that. Very clever. Good read on it. Domain names equals, but domain name servers equals the hackers can redirect to another server, not Ether Delta. Okay, cool. Thank you for that. Google Reddit, Ether Delta hacked, can't post link in YouTube. Yeah, we've been talking a little bit about it. Go to darkness, yeah, dump those coins, the argumental, no barriers for the company to be neutral. Sorry guys, I'm trying to catch up, so I'm just scrolling through quite quick. Crypto Chronicus, that's funny, promoting something you made, you got successful is now a bad thing. Yeah. Mohammed, you believe in Lee's ethics. Okay, cool, that's good to know. Thanks for weighing in on the debate. Always like to get a good cross-section of everyone's opinion. It's important. It gives us an idea of market sentiment. And that's why if you disagree, it's important to put it in the chat as well. Try and give some reasons for it. Try and back up the opinion that you've formulated, but it's good to get an open debate and have difference of opinions. If we all had the same opinion, the market would have done that by now, or that by now, depending on what our opinion is. But the point is, the reason we find a valuation is because the market's constantly arguing. That's what a market is. It's a discussion about the worth of something. Is it this much? Is it that much? Is it this much? Then it finds an equilibrium, and then it goes again. So yeah, it's a constant argument. Accu5 in the house. What's going on, man? Happy birthday, younger fish. Yeah, thanks, Adnan. He'll be stoked. We call him either Little Fish or B Fish because his first name's Benny. But he's bigger than me, as most little brothers are, and uglier. No, he's pretty trendy though, like with all his dressing and that. And I'm like, my sister's a model agent. She used to be a model. My brother's really trendy, and I'm not wearing shoes. I'm wearing a polo shirt with boardies, and that's how I went to breakfast this morning. No shoes. Down at Nobby's Beach. Zhao said he didn't sell. Okay, so that's interesting. There's so many rumors that come out in this economy, and they're quite hard to validate. Oh, you had seriously, Mark? He said, great crypto Christmas party at my Toronto meetup last night. That's sick, man. We were going to have an icon party when it launched, but Jace is over in New Zealand. I'm not sure when he gets back. Maybe we'll do a Christmas party here or something. I'll get a pool out the back, and I'll introduce you to all my housemates on Christmas afternoon. I got to do the family thing in the morning, but in the afternoon I usually come home and have a couple of beers. I don't drink often. It's one of the few days of the year I do. Speaking of which, I've got to show you something. My brother works for Lion Nathan. Lion Nathan are the biggest alcohol distributors in Australia, I think, or at least beer. Anyway, I've got to show you this. The baggy gold supporting the Australian cricket team at the moment, absolutely destroying England in the Ashes. Floyd, aren't you from the UK? So yeah, my brother bought it. He flew up from Sydney this morning. He lives and works down there. Sorry, he flew up last night, and he dropped the baggy gold on me. So it's a promotion they're doing. I said that is awesome, and I will wear it on my stream. So there you go, Benny. Done. The baggy gold. For those of you who don't know, the baggy green is the Australian Test match cricket hat, and they look kind of like this except green and without a big 4X logo across them. So yeah, I was going to just give him some PIVX. Then I thought, nah, because then that's less PIVX I have. Nah, I will. I'll give him some PIVX. B fish is the real fish? Oh, that's a big call. B fish is not the real fish. And that's a funny thing. My first initial is like Luke, so mine would be L fish, which is kind of like little fish, and B fish is big fish, but I'm the big brother, so there you go. I haven't had a Christmas tree in like 5 years at least. Yeah, I haven't put one up in a while as well. But I don't know, I'm living with two 18-year-old girls at the moment, so they're probably going to be a bit more eager to you know, get excited about Christmas. We'll see what happens. I enjoy it though, because it's like it's middle of summer here. It's usually bloody close to 40 degrees Celsius, obviously. And, you know, you get out in the sun and play some cricket and have a few beers. It's hot as anything. So we'll get the big inflatable pool out and probably just sit in that. I might do crypto chat in the pool on Christmas afternoon. I'll introduce you to all my housemates. They're loose. Yeah, AccuFive. AccuFive goes, I still got that 2 PIVX you sent me. I'm hodling. Well, you've been rewarded for your hodling, because I think when I sent it to you, it was what, $3 a coin, $3.50, $4 a coin? $8 when we last checked. David Tang says, you are the king. A love from Norway. Ah, a Norseman in the house. Norwegian. Cool, man. Yeah, this Norway and Australia have a bit of a like, we get a lot of Norwegians come to Australia, and there's a bit of a sort of a brother-sister connection with the Norwegians. I had a stack of Norwegian friends probably about 7, 8 years ago. Norwegians were coming over here by the absolute planeful. So welcome, good to see you, and thank you for the comment that I'm the king. I 100% agree. Good comment. I'm calling for 100% increase in B fish, the stiffening. I have to bring him on the chat. Shall I bring my brother? He's up for Sydney for a few days, so I'll try and get him in. It looks nothing like me. I swear, like if my grandfather, like I'm the spitting image of my grandfather, but if I wasn't, you couldn't tell that I fit into the family. My sister's taller than me, my brother's taller than me. Goodness, my 10-year-old niece is almost taller than me. Yeah, it could do, BB Junkie. I think you're going back to the Charlie Lee discussion. That's an interesting one. I mean, if he sold it, you got to wonder why. Like, it could have been tax purposes. It could simply be generosity to help the LTC Foundation. Not sure. I'm going to do an market update, guys, and see where we're sitting. Mark G said, how private is PIVX? As much as Monero or Zcash? Hadn't looked at it in a day or two. $8.80. Jesus. Yeah, man. We've been having some good times. So yeah, we're pretty stoked. I got to tell you that my understanding of it is Zero Coin Protocol is one of the, if not the best white papers written to perform anonymity in the crypto economy. And PIVX is the first coin, proof of stake coin, to implement Zero Coin Protocol. So I think we deserve that price gain. We had some bloody hard times doing it. We went through like 6 wallet upgrades within a month, and we got dumped down to $2.80 because the market just went, we're bored. And we're like, oh, come on. It's a hard thing to do. It took a month. Give us a break. And now they have given us a break. So it's good to see. Yeah, CryptoChronica said PIVX is literally Dash on roids. I just think it's a more decentralized version of Dash. I think Dash still has a lot of corporate presence and a lot of centralization, which is not a bad thing. It's just different. This is why PIVX exists, because we went with a different route. A more decentralized model where the community votes and governs by consensus, where we have seesaw algorithms that swing towards the little guys every now and again and actually give them the higher percentages instead of the masternode holders. I don't know of any other coin that does that. So that's about fairness for me. I like Dash, CryptoChronicus, don't get me wrong. CryptoChronicus said, I don't know, I don't like Dash. See, I don't mind it. I think it's good tech. And I think they've been very clever about taking a corporate route. And there's few coins that are doing that, because in a decentralized environment that can potentially be seen as anti the movement. But there's institutional money coming into the game as well, and they want to go with centralized currencies. Look what's happened to Ripple. You know, people that are happy to work with the banks instead of fighting them. So I don't know. Oh, don't ask me that question, Adnan. I'll get back to that in a second. I'm just going to scroll up because a bunch of chat came in. Yeah, the wallet things were tough, Crypto Chronicus. Yeah, you kept it, man. That's the thing. You get rewarded for the teething issues. It was always going to be a good move. Anonymity is super important. The anonymous feature that PIVX has, it's not a mandatory thing. You can send it unanonymous, but you can send ZPIP anonymously. It's been a very clever move by our developers. Very, very clever. Can PIVX be stored in Nano or Trezor? I believe in... I will have to check for you, Mark G. I believe it can be in Nano. I'm not 100% sure about Trezor. And if I'm being fair, I'm not actually 100% about Nano. There are people both in our Discord group and the PIVX Discord group who can answer that question specifically for you. I'll find out for you though, man. I'll get onto that. How are those Leafs going? They had any games lately? Give us a score update. Thanks, man. What will IOTA do? That's a good question, man. It really is. It's an interesting topic because for mine it'll go one or two ways. Tangle technology will work brilliantly. It will be secure. It will be super scalable. It will enable the Internet of Things to be transacted between machines. If that's the case, volumes go through the roof, demand goes through the roof, and IOTA gets a Bitcoin-like status. The other way is that Tangle technology doesn't work so well. More bugs are found. It doesn't scale the way they expected it to, and the testing of it doesn't go so well, and it goes to a near zero value. Won't ever go to zero. Won't. But near zero. Could be potential. I see there's a massive coin flip. It's either going to moon. We'll do that. But if it moons, it could like go to, you know, I don't think saying, I've always said that if there's going to be a coin that actually takes Bitcoin, takes it out, not takes it out, but overtakes it as number one spot, I think it's going to be IOTA at the moment. The reason I think that is because it's a completely different version of blockchain. It's almost an evolution of blockchain technology. It's almost not blockchain technology, it's Tangle. So yeah, I think that's got the best chance to actually supersede Bitcoin. But it's also got a good chance, like the other side of the coin is it's also got a chance of not being the right technology. And it was a side note in the history of crypto. We tried this Tangle thing once. So yeah, it could go either way. That's a good question, man. I've never been asked that one before, BB Junkie. BB Junkie's just said, referring to PIVX wallet staking mode, man, how much bandwidth does it use? I'm on a limited connection here. That's a really good question, BB Junkie, and one that I'm going to have to get the PIVX devs to answer for you. I've got unlimited here, and it doesn't chew up, like, it doesn't allow my other services to not work quickly, like when I put my phone on or whatever onto the internet. But I don't actually know exact answer to that. I have to get the devs. You got Dash at $4.40. Mark G, you owe me a beer just because. What do I think about Hedge, HDG, and Cloakcoin? David, I got a tip on Cloakcoin a long time ago. I bought some just on the tip because it was off a guy I really trusted. I don't have a whole lot of it. It was a small bag. I can't really speak to either of those, man. Sorry, I'm not doing too well today. You guys are bringing up once. Gonna have to do some more research soon. What's a good buy price on PIVX? Is what Adnan asked, man. Adnan, it's very hard for me to talk about that with PIVX, okay? And the reason being is because I work there. So for me, it's not responsible to give price predictions for PIVX. That one coin, that's it. Sorry. Go and try and find some previous lines of support, set some buy orders on the dips. That's the best advice I can give you. Same as, same good strategy for any coin. I'm sure there's guys in our Discord group who'd be able to give you sort of price predictions. You can use Fibonacci sequence, and I can't even put that together for you right now because I just don't think it's responsible for me to talk price points with PIVX. So thanks for the question anyway. I've yet to get a staking bonus on this wallet. Guess I might get lucky and open it to a few sometime. Crypto Chronicus, you've got to leave it open if that's what you're talking about. I think you would be aware of that. Yeah, man, I got short this month as well, but we'll get cleaned up. So it's just one of those things, you know. Sometimes it's running in your favor, sometimes it goes to someone else. So that's the thing. Aki5 said, what's your real opinion about cryptocurrencies? I've never asked. My real opinion is that we're going to see more and more and more and more and more. My opinion is it's a better transaction medium than our previous methods that we've used historically for the last 10,000 years, whether you're talking about seashells, spices, livestock, gold, coins, notes, and even digital money, plastic, and now digital money in terms of fiat digital money. It's a better version than all of those. It's the next step. It's the next evolution of money. We've had evolution in the monetary, in the financial system, like in economics before. We've had this evolution happen several times. I've just mentioned a few of them. So, yeah, I mean, people are always resistant to change, and people are always a bit scared of change, but I think it's inevitable. I think people are sick of, I think people are understanding that a separation of state and finance is a good thing. The government shouldn't be in control of the money. They can make policy, you know, about the good of the country, but they've proven, every government in the world has proven time and time again that they're terrible with money. Show me one country that's not heavily indebted. Most of them are. And it's not sustainable. It's actually not, the world's debt can't be paid back. You know, everyone talks about Bitcoin being a Ponzi scheme. And I just laugh and say, well, can you explain to me how fiat currency is not a Ponzi scheme? It's the biggest Ponzi scheme the world's ever seen. And it's about to collapse. It's coming to that stage. Could take another 20 or 50 years or 100 years. I don't know. But it is coming to the end. It's mathematical. It's mathematical. Nothing can grow forever, especially not on a finite planet. And the current economic system relies on increased cyclical consumption. Not possible. So yeah, we have to come up with a new way. I think crypto solves a lot of the problems. Dash is very focused in mainstream. That's a good point, Xiao. Yeah, see, Xiao's saying he doesn't like it because it's not what blockchain is all about. I agree, but I also know that institutional money will favor things like Dash and Ripple. Yeah, okay. So Crypto Chronicles is saying PIVX is on Ledger, not on Trezor that he knows of. Crypto Chronicles said, I don't know if people are going to stay dumb forever and keep those trusted third parties around. It'll take time. People need to have confidence and experience transacting without the trusted third middleman. But you've got to understand that the trust is inherent in the blockchain. Like, that's the thing. It doesn't require a third party. That's the beauty of it. I know some people are going to want that, but it's not logical. If it's not required, it's not logical. BTC a 5-month low on market share. Yeah, exactly. That's why I was asked the question, what's the best buying at the moment? I said, well, in the top ones, pretty much the only things that haven't had like the ginormous runs up in the last 7 days are Bitcoin especially, but Litecoin also has leveled out where Ethereum and Bitcoin Cash and IOTA have continued to grow. So I thought Litecoin and Bitcoin today. Crypto Chronicus. Sorry guys, I'm really struggling to keep up with chat today. I know. I'll get to all of it. Oh, will I? Oh, I've missed so much. They won 8-1 yesterday on their 100th anniversary. Wow, that's awesome. Paul Grover in the house. Used IOTA for AMARB. Oh, so yeah, for an arbitrage opportunity here in South Korea. 12 hours later, I had my money. Monero, less than 20 minutes. Yeah, Monero's quite quick. Try PIVX. Tell me how quick that goes. Private instant verified transactions. For those of you wondering what PIVX stands for. I run the Neo wallet for a while. It downloaded over 100 gigabytes in a weekend. Whoa! Is that the Zion wallet, or is that the Core wallet? Imagine the Core wallet. The Zion wallet's a lighter version. Try that one and see how that goes, including syncing. Okay. You're the best guy to ask. I don't know about that, man. And I understand that, yeah, like I'd obviously watch the market very closely on PIVX, but you can understand why it's not responsible for me to give price predictions there, man. This is a huge call on IOTA, massive. I think BCH will be bigger than BTC by December 2018. I'll go ahead and disagree. I think Lightning Network's going to change the game again, and it's only 3 days away. But love the opinion, Mark. We can't agree on everything. Go Leafs go. We agree on that. LTC worth a quarter of a BTC by December next year. We're 3K next year. That's Charlie Lee's prediction. Is that where you're getting that from, Mark? Yeah, Charlie Lee came out and said, look, LTC should have a 4-to-1 valuation against Bitcoin. I don't think he's wrong. I don't think that should be the price. Will it? I don't know. And 4-to-1 doesn't necessarily mean that Litecoin hits $3,000. It can mean that Bitcoin takes an almighty dive and comes down to a more comparative price that way. It's hard to tell. I think Litecoin's undervalued compared to Bitcoin. I think in recent times, the biggest thing that could change that is Lightning Network, and that's in 3 days. So let's wait and see. I've actually, got some Bitcoin from the profits I've taken in the altcoin run up, and I'm just going to hold that now. Set my orders quite low against to buy back, because I'm kind of hoping to hold that BTC and see how this Lightning Network thing plays out. And I know they're garbage coins, but if I can get some free ones and sell it off for some more ones, why not get some B2X and Bitcoin God? Who knows? Bitcoin Cash I thought was garbage, and have a look what it's done. You guys should do a PIVX pool and get more staking rewards, potentially a masternode. We were thinking about that, yeah. Hey, how's this? I pitched that to the investment crew when it was at $3. I said, guys, do you want to all chip in and get a PIVX masternode? And then we'll run it, and the residual income each month, we'll choose an investment for it. Now, if we'd done that and all chipped in, we would have tripled our money, the worth of the masternode by now. And we'd have a stack of money to be investing each month. Can still do it if you guys are interested. The gatekeepers have proven untrustworthy, Pablo said. I don't know what we're talking about there. Disagree. Nothing is better than gold. In fact, if the gold standard is reinstated, it will completely very hard with Bitcoin. Bitcoin is nothing without the power grid. Oh, I don't know what we're referring to there, guys. Sorry. No, I think people underestimate the fact that the market can stay irrational for longer than you can stay solvent. If you were to EMP a country with the country operated on Bitcoin, you would have completely erased the fabric of society, and everything would break down uncontrollably. Wouldn't that be the same for a fiat system? If you EMP'd it and busted all the servers? I'm not following the actual. Bitcoin should be backed by gold. It's an interesting argument that I've not heard before, BP. I don't understand why. I'm trying to think about that. You think Bitcoin should be a digital representation of physical gold? And how would we achieve that? The Bitcoin owners don't hold the gold at the moment to guarantee it. So I don't know how that would be achieved. That's an interesting one. You can buy a Bitcoin made of gold. Yeah, I have seen that. North Korea, better watch out. G'day, Fish. G'day. Oh, g'day, Andy G. Good to see you. David Tanks, Forex Gold. No, it's the baggy gold, man. Australia smashing England in the test match at the moment, in the Ashes. Thing is, with the BTC and crypto FUD is out there, the difference between crypto and historical bubbles is when institutional money is getting in. Okay, yeah, I understand what you're saying. Ledger Nano S supports PIVX. Thank you, BB Junkie. I think, yeah, guys, I'm just going to bring it right back down to live. I'm sorry if there's anything super important, chuck it in. Let's talk private. I'll help the group with a masternode. Cool, Accu5, sounds good. I'm on a PIVX group buy if you do it. Okay, cool, man. We can look at it. We'll put it up as a side tab. I did pitch it like ages ago. We could have all bought our PIVX for this at $2.80, $3. Now everyone wants to do it at bloody $8.80. All right, we can do it still. I'll chuck in 100 coins straight away. There you go. So we need another. I should chuck in a bit more, shouldn't I? Gold is not fiat and not electronic. Yeah, it's true. But also no one actually knows what the gold count is of the world. It's quite possibly overrepresented or underrepresented. And we don't know we don't know its overall supply. As long as we're prepared to keep destroying the earth to find out, we're going to keep finding more. There is no more gold, Max man, ha ha ha. Oh, he's in Fang back in the house. Any thoughts on where VTC is going by year end of or early 2018? Short-term predictions are not my expertise, Yizing. If they had any extra news coming out, I might be able to say I could run up to this or it could retrace on this, but they had their halving not so long ago. I think it'll be a steady increase in Vertcoin's price provided the market continues to increase steadily. I think there will be a time where people realize that Vertcoin is really quality technology, and the growing community behind it are already very, very supportive of it. I think the technology is excellent. And I honestly think it could have a Litecoin-esque market cap. So yeah, I don't know about exact price points in that time. I can give you someone else's price point. Superheart.org has been saying 420 to 550 by the end of the year. I think that's super ambitious, but he's called it. And he keeps coming back every day and saying, we're getting there, we're getting there. So that's his call, not mine. Sounds like porn coin. I have no idea what you're talking about. Icon pumping in sats. Is it? Sweet. Yeah, Icon's a good project. I think we'll still make more on that, Joe. I'm not selling out yet. I actually bought more off the tip off ICO. A few trillion in gold stolen from Philippines. Apparently, nobody knows where it is. Really? I know nothing about it. Andy G, interesting one. Alexander Mai. I like BCH, being Bitcoin Cash, but I think the price is too inflated now. Thanks for your opinion, Alexander Mai. I'm not a huge fan myself. I just don't think that it's like I even heard one of the experts come out and say, oh, they seem to have solved Bitcoin's scalability issues. I'm like, yeah, for now. For now. Increasing block sizes ain't going to do it long term. Not where we need to get to. So I personally have a different opinion on that, but man, that's what it's about. It's about everyone giving their own opinion on this channel. So welcome and thank you for your opinion. Paul Grober, tripled my money on PIVX. Thanks, Fish. Not good for arbitration from US to Korea, though. Other coins have higher premiums here. Yeah. Yeah, well, we got listed on Upbit, man. So the Korean one to PIVX trading started. Don't know why you're thanking me, man. Thank the developers, thank the community, thank the market, and thank yourself for pulling that trigger and trusting your own instinct on a good buy there. Congratulations, by the way. I love to hear that. Tripling your money. That's what I like to hear. The thing for me is back when I was happy to talk about PIVX and prices, it was based on it being so far below historical highs. And I said anywhere under $4. And when it got under $3, I said definitely. And for it to soar to these prices is really personally satisfying, not for the profit I've made, but my friends and family. Because that's when you really have a lot of skin in the game, where you've asked people or you've talked about it and they've trusted you and gone and bought it. And you say, look, we are working hard. We're doing as much as we can. We're implementing zero coin protocol. We've got our iOS wallet coming out. It's a good currency. Look, this is how quick it is. And you show them how to use it and that sort of thing. And they go, oh, wow, that is quick. It's pretty easy, Android wallet especially easy. I can't wait to see the iOS wallet. Next thing you know, they're buying some and you're like, come on. But yeah, we work hard. I work massive days. So honestly, this is Sri Lanka. When I was first over there, I was working 16 hours minimum every day, 7 days a week. I'm not doing that, but I'm doing some big hours. And I know the rest of the team are as well. Devs are flat out, marketing team's flat out, exchange integration team, organising, getting on the exchanges is flat out. So, yeah, I think all the work we've done's paid off, obviously. Market's liking what we're doing. Bob Thought said, PIVX is growing on me. Yes, Ben, it's a solid coin. I think if you research the actual technology behind it as well, you'll be impressed. Like zero coin protocol, fast block times, the proof of stake model that is really about fairness instead of favoring the big guys. Yeah, thanks, Bob. It's a good compliment, man. Yeah, Accu5 said he's done both well out of PIVX, both trading it and hodling it. So he's got two different. It's the same as what I do. Accu5, I've got, like, this pretty much goes for every coin that I've got. I've got a bag that I don't touch, and then I've got trading coins that I try and accumulate more coins with. Alexander, no problem, man. That's what it's all about. Everyone gives their own opinion. Like, Ethercept has gone huge on Bitcoin Cash. He made a fortune and he goes, come over to the dark side, fish. So we have different opinions. It's fine. That's how a market works. We don't all hate each other then and go, oh, no, I'm Bitcoin Cash. Oh, no, I'm Bitcoin. And then our whole crypto wave investment crew just breaks up and disbands. Everyone's allowed their own opinion, man. I said for a long time, just because I wasn't getting involved in Bitcoin Cash doesn't mean anyone shouldn't, and doesn't mean it can't moon one day. So everyone gets to make their own. Like I said a lot of times, it's, in my opinion, it's no better than Bitcoin, but it's also no worse. It's very similar, which is philosophically why I don't understand why it exists, but it does, and the people have been given a choice, and overwhelmingly at the moment, the choice is shifting towards Bitcoin Cash. Having said that, I think that'll move back in the next few days with this Lightning Network. That's my pick. I could be wrong, not a financial advisor. Make your own decisions. Probably already mentioned it, sorry, but what about Tron joining a major exchange Friday? Yeah, man, that announcement came out from the CEO of Tron a few days back, and the price skyrocketed on the back of that news. I actually took that opportunity to sell the free coins I'd been given, and the reason I did that is because that was the same day that Icon was hitting markets. I've been super bullish on it, and when I saw it hit at $1.20, I went, well, Tron's high. And I sold the free Tron that I'd been given, like 30 bucks worth. That was all it was by that stage, or 20 or $30. And I just put straight into Icon at $1.20. So I don't know what the relative gains I would have got with Tron are, because Tron's still exploding, but I was happy with my decision because I'd never researched Tron. So for me to hold the coins, it's just like it's a gamble. It's a free windfall for me anyway. I got airdropped those coins. So I thought, why not put it into something that I am confident about, something I have been watching the futures markets for over 2 months, and I know the range of the coin, and it's half of that range right now at $1.20. So I jammed it all in, and it's done well. Pink's already 406. Bittrex is just insane today. Yeah, it's crazy. For the new guys, like and subscribe if you like the content. Yeah, thanks, Joe. I forget to. I'm getting better at shilling my own channel though, because the subscribers have gone through the roof, which is cool. Through the roof for me is an extra 30, 40 subscribers. So to all those people, thank you. It's cool. PIVX, I'll definitely hold on to. Can't wait until the market realizes it's better than Dash. Yeah, Paul, it's I don't think we need to like compare ourselves necessarily to Dash. I like what PIVX represents. I think the technology, you know, at the real basic core of it, the technology is equally good in both Dash and PIVX. Yes, I said equi. I just prefer what PIVX stands for. Decentralization, governance by consensus. I've said it a million times. This is what blockchain's about. And it's the only crypto for mine that really represents the essence of blockchain in terms of having an algorithm that swings towards the smaller investors. Can anyone tell me of another one that does that? If you can, I've missed it, but I believe it's the only one in the economy. First proof of stake coin to implement zero coin protocol. There's a reason it's consistently in the top 50, guys. Exchange 22nd announcement 24th, source code release 29th. Good info. That's for Tron, guys. BB Junkies just said the exchange is on the 22nd, the announcement on the 24th, and the source code released on the 29th. Thank you, BB Junkie. He's bullish on it. No, you're welcome, Bobek. Always happy to give my feedback, but just keep in mind that it's my opinion. You got to formulate your own. I can always be wrong. Ripple's up to 89 cents, big volume again. Good to see. I never had anything. Well, I do. Philosophically, I do have something against the banks. It's not really Ripple's fault they exist, is it? But yeah, Bobex asked the question, Ripple next to hit Coinbase. Yeah. Based on the rumors, man, I was asked this question yesterday and someone said, well, will it be Ripple or Monero? And based on the rumors, like, you've got to believe that the rumors were heaviest about Bitcoin Cash, right? It was almost a certainty. I said in my wrap up this morning, it was the worst kept secret in the crypto economy. Everyone knew it was going to be Bitcoin Cash. It was just a matter of when. So information did leak, either from Coinbase or from Gdax. Probably Coinbase, since that's the one that it was heavily rumored to be moving on to. I have heard similar sorts of strength rumors about Ripple, but rumors are easy to start and difficult to validate in this economy. So be careful buying on that rumor. I think they'll add quite a few coins. They'd be silly not to. I think they'll add a few coins in 2018. Michael Jordan in the house. I'm a big fan, man. Used to be a Chicago Bulls fan. Welcome. Fellow sportsman, good to see you. What do you think about Icon? What the fuck? Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to swear. See, I'm bloody Ron Burgundy. If you type it, I'm probably going to read it. What the F, mate? Skip my bloody question. No, I didn't. It was the next one on. Michael Jordan, what do I think of ICX? I think it's done very, very well for us since we got into it at ICO. Korean-based project. It's been dubbed the Korean Ethereum. Has partnerships with banks, universities, insurance companies, electricity companies. I'm probably missing a bunch of things. So yeah, I think it's I think it's got a really big future. Korean money, the Korean won, has just about driven every major move in the top 10 in the crypto economy, in the top 20 even. So yeah, thank you for being so patient, Michael, by the way. I had 20 new coins on Coinbase by the end of February. Jow said, I can't believe this. Fish just said it. The F-bomb, yep. It doesn't, oh, it was on the paper. I read it. Don't crucify me for that. In all fairness, the BCH tick box appearing in the Coinbase API section of the site was a good signal. Sorry I didn't get in after that appeared. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, you got to look for that. Like if you're early on those bits of news, you jump. That's what I did on Icon. That's what I did on, I've done that a few times on Binance whenever they announce a trading competition. I just buy that coin straight away. Usually get 20% gains. So I'm pretty much certain because everyone wants to buy it to get into the competition. Alexander Meyer, have you heard something about big banks using SegWit2x to insert themselves into crypto? No, I hadn't heard about that. Jcoin in Japan, Jamie Dimon was working on his own blockchain project, and of course Ripple were the main crypto or bank-related topics that I'd heard of. Dogecoin, so much moon, says, who is that? Domino Defense, haven't seen you before. Dogecoin, so much moon. Big community building behind it. I think it's going to be blood in the streets when Dogecoin and Monacoin lovers get together. And the cat lovers and the dog lovers of the world. Oh, it's going to be chaos. We've got bloody hash puppies coming out on Neo. They're going to take on Ether kitties, and could be some violent times ahead in the crypto economy. I don't know. I've been asked whether I think the zebra behind me has large bollocks. It's a funny question. I don't know. It's just a picture. But I'd say if it was inspired by an actual zebra, then yes. Thank you for the question. Guys, I'm going to check out. I'm just going to do a quick run of the market before I go. Give me 2 seconds. See which way we're trending. 626. Looks like it's up slightly in the last hour. Good mix of green and red, but primarily green. Whoa, steam. 13.95% in the last hour. At Johnny Crypto over on Steam, it will be cheering. Goodness gracious me. Big gains in Steam. It's becoming a really popular platform. I said it could take on Reddit one day. Xiao laughed at me. I'm right, Xiao. We'll see what happens. Komodo, $8.39. Yeah, it's pretty green, guys. There's some good things happening. PIVX over $9. 498 billion. Someone go and, 498 million. Someone quickly go and buy 2 million. Push us over the $500 million mark. Come on. Crypto Chronicus, you got 2 million spare, don't you? Just go and buy it. All right, guys, I'm going to check out. Looks like a really good restoring confidence to a lot of these coins. Market continues to look bullish for mine. See what happens, but I'll catch up with you all tomorrow for another crypto conversation. America from America. No, it's America. You don't. Yeah, a mate of mine has a sign saying that he got when he was over in the States saying America something. It's classic. Yeah. Well, good to meet you, Michael. Feel free to subscribe and come and have a bit of a laugh and a convo about zebra bollocks in the future. Catch you later, guys. I'm out for today. See you tomorrow. Bye.